Title: The Journey to Light. The cold wind whispered through the empty streets of New York. Every corner glimmered with small electric lights, like scattered stars, but none of them seemed to shine for Hassan. The young man, living in a tiny apartment with his mother, had already learned more about life's bitter truths than most at his age. Hassan had come to America chasing a dream that could never have been fulfilled in his small village. His parents had sent him across the ocean with the hope that he would study, work hard, and make something of himself. But the promised land was far bigger and far more unforgiving than he had imagined. He worked day and night at a small restaurant, earning the tiniest paychecks, and every evening, when he returned to the apartment exhausted, he saw on his mother's face a strange mix of pride and sorrow. One day, the restaurant owner called him over. "Hassan, you're hard-working, but that alone isn't enough. You need to do something bigger for your dream." Hassan nodded. He knew it was true, but what could he do that night? Sitting on the rooftop and looking at the sprawling city lights, an idea flickered in his mind. He would start small, very small, but he would start. Inspired, he began designing handmade crafts at night, using scraps he found around the neighborhood. Every brush stroke, every cut, was a tiny rebellion against the weight of despair. Slowly, he started selling them online. At first, barely anyone noticed. Orders were few, customers were skeptical, and failure seemed inevitable. Then came the twist. One evening, a major influencer shared a photo of Hassan's work. Overnight, the small venture turned into a whirlwind of attention. Orders poured in, and people from across the country began asking for his handmade pieces. For the first time, Hassan realized that his struggle, sleepless nights, and persistent effort were not meaningless. But just as things began to look up, disaster struck. A shipment of his products got lost, wiping out months of savings. Hassan felt like giving up. That night, he went back to the rooftop, staring at the lights that had once seemed so indifferent. He whispered to himself, "Maybe I'm not meant for this." Then he remembered his mother, standing in the small kitchen years ago, telling him that no dream worth having comes without struggle. That memory ignited something in him. Hassan worked tirelessly, learning better ways to manage his business, connecting directly with customers, and slowly building a foundation that could withstand setbacks. Months later, Hassan opened his own small studio in Brooklyn. It wasn't much, just a modest space, but it was his. The first customer to walk in was a young immigrant boy, staring wide-eyed at the creations. Hassan smiled, kneeling down to the boy's level. "Dreams don't come easy," he said softly, "but they do come. Keep going." Hassan's journey wasn't just about success, it was about resilience, hope, and the relentless pursuit of a dream against all odds. Standing in the soft morning light streaming through his studio window, he finally understood that the city lights he once thought indifferent were now mirrors of his own persistence, bright, steady, and unyielding. And in that moment, Hassan realized the truth he had been chasing all along: the greatest light isn't outside, it comes from the courage to keep moving forward, even when the world seems against you.